everybody. I'm going to wait for a few people to join before we get started. And I'm going to navigate my page. Okay. So how is everybody today? I hope everybody is well. Today's craft, you're going to need colored pencils, yarn or string, cardboard, stick pins or tacks, the plastic kind, you know, the plastic ones that have the big huge thing on top, and then hot glue if you have it, and a pencil. Also, I did not put this in the description, but you'll need something to cover your table because this is what we're making today. We're doing string art. And so what happens is the pins will go through the back if you're not careful. And so you need to have something to cover your table because I scratched my table yesterday. So that's how I learned my lessons. Okay. So I'm going to wait a few seconds until everybody grabs their things, and then we'll get started in just a few. So everybody's here. They probably already know you're at the City Museum Facebook page. We have a lot of info on our citymuseum.org. So if you want any information about City Museum, you've never been there before, let me just tell you, it is a fantastic place to go with or without children. The place is just one big, huge playground for all ages, and it's a lot of fun, and it's really cool to look at art. We have a lot of old architecture, a big collection of that, and all the metal sculptures that you can climb on. It's a lot of fun. So I work in the art department, and my department is on the 4th floor of City Museum, and that's where adults and children can come in and make, do a painting. Usually I have painting going. We'll do painting, we'll do cardboard sculptures. I'll always have like a special project at the main counter. When you walk in the door, there'll be either myself or one of the other staff doing a project at that counter. And you get to leave your stuff there and come back and get it before you go home, which is really cool because we have a place to store that, so you're not carrying around wet paintings or glue things or whatever it is that you made that day and got creative with. And then you can come back, pick it up, and it's yours. You take it with you. It's just a really cool place that's also inside City Museum that is super cool. Okay, so that's about Art City. That's where I work. And so now we're going to get started on our project. And hopefully everybody has grabbed their things and have everything kind of accessible to them. So, once again, we are doing a string art project. And today I did a heart with string with little push pins. I don't know if you can see super close. I use push pins. I had these because I have recently, within the last year and a half, taught myself to sew a smidgen. And so I had all these little pins here and was like, hey, this would be really cool to do with the people on the interwebs. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to set this aside. You still see it there. And then you're going to take your cardboards. Now, this is the thing. I have a really super thin piece of cardboard, okay? And it wasn't working. It wasn't, the pins weren't sticking in it. Also, if you don't have stick pins in cardboard, but you have nails and wood, you can do it with that too. So what I like to do is cut the pieces in half, and then I hot glue them together so it makes my cardboard thicker, okay? So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to cut the cardboard. Mine's super thin, so it won't be too hard to cut 2 pieces at once. And then still that's not thick enough for me, those 2 pieces, because this is a thin piece. So I'm just going to add these to the bottom. And then that's thick enough. That way it'll stick on there just fine. Here. All right. Make it a nice little square. You can make this any shape you want. If you wanted to, you can make it in a heart shape and then just go around it like that. But so now next step is to, after you've got your squares cut, remember you want it thick. You want to hot glue it together. So hot glue is next. So I'm going to put some hot glue. I'm just going to do some dots because you don't want to put a whole lot, depending on what pattern you're doing. I'm doing the heart today. If you decide you want to do a different pattern, you're more than welcome to do a different pattern. It's up to you. So I'm going to hot glue these together here. One's a little smaller than the other, but that's okay. Right, and then I'll show you what I did once I'm done. On the corners. You might have to like push it down so that it can stick to itself, right? There's that. All right. For people that just joined, we are making this string heart art with pins. Okay, and then one more. And there we go. Now I have all 4 of my pieces of cardboard together. I'm going to let it dry a second because I don't want to stick pins in there and potentially take the chance of my pen getting stuck in the cardboard. Now this is the fun part, is if you decide you don't like it, you could just pull the pins out and the string out and do it over. So that's what we're doing now. Clean my area. Okay. Once you have that done, I'm going to use color pencil and I'm going to color all over that. Right? Well, what I should do actually is draw my heart first. So let's draw my heart first and then we can go around that. So heart first. Draw the heart. I could not find my eraser last night when I was doing these. So no eraser for me. All right, so this is what I drew. I drew a heart on your stack of cardboard. Once you have that done, you're gonna put some kind of decoration around it. I did scribbles. I like the scribbles. I think it looks cute. You could do polka dots, stripes, whatever. Maybe today, since I did scribbles already, maybe I'll do stripes for the next one because I like stripes, and why not? So stripes it is. Hope I'm not shaking the camera. All right, red stripes. Here. One more. Then I'll do some different colors when I'm done with this. Maybe some more stripes. This is kind of cool. Go. Stripes. What all are you doing? Polka dots, stripes, scribbles. What kind of stuff are you doing? You know, sometimes it's kind of hard to look at and type while you're trying to make. Okay. All right. So this is what I did. I did stripes. Okay. Oh, so now I don't know whether you have push pins or stick pins or nails and wood, because you can do nails and wood and there's some pretty cool designs. There's some designs where you can do where you do all the outside and then the inside of it is empty. And that one's really cool. It takes a lot of push pins and I didn't know if I would have enough to do it. So I did this one instead. So you're gonna get started, and what you wanna do is, you're gonna take your little push pins in the line that you drew, right here, is you're just gonna start following that line around. So you're gonna put your pins on the line that you drew, push it down. Remember that you're gonna want something on your table, because if you don't have something on your table, you're gonna poke and scratch the table all up. So make sure that if you're a child and you're doing it, that your grown up gets something to put underneath there to save their table. Okay, and then you just start putting them on. Now, when you're doing this, I would say put them kind of close together. All right, and if you decide, like when you start wrapping it, if you decide that there should be a pen there and there's not, like it's too big of a space, you can go back and stick one in and it's okay. It's no bigs, no biggie. All right, here. Okay, push your pins down. Be careful not to poke yourself. Okay, takes a little bit of time to stick all the pins in there. This is how mine is looking right now. Okay. I really did want to do this with wood, but it just so happens that I didn't have any wood that I wanted to use. I have to go buy some more. And I didn't want to get out right now, so. Okay. Stick pins. Sometimes it looks like I put them too close together. You just pull it out and fix it again. This does work really great with this cardboard though. I was thinking about, what can I do? I don't have wood. Well, yeah, I got cardboard. It seems like I do a lot of things with cardboard because it's handy at my house. That's what I got. How's everybody's coming along? Okay, can you give me a thumbs up or a heart or something so I know? All right, coming along great. Slow moving. Here's what I got so far. And the tricky part is wrapping it. That's the tricky part. So I'm almost done here, getting there. I wish I had like a fast forward button on the live video so we could fast forward past all the stick pins. That's okay. People coming in can see what I'm doing, I guess. Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for joining. Okay. Okay. Almost done, almost done. Just about done. All right. There we go. I have finished my, maybe I need a little, I have finished my heart. So this is what it should look like when you're done. It's a stick pin heart. See it? Okay. So now you're going to need your string. Let me fix this here. You're going to need your string. I'm going to take my string, and the trick is you're going to tie the end of your string. I'm just going to leave this on like this, and then if I need more, I can use more, because on this one, I ran out of string halfway through and I had to tie another piece of string to it. You can't see it, but still it was kind of a hassle, so I'm just going to leave it on there. Okay. All right, so then you're going to take your end of your string and you're going to pick one of these pins and you're going to tie it to the pin. So double knot it to the pin. I'm going to do it on the bottom of the heart. Double knot. Okay. All right. So now it's tied on. And now the trick is, when you're doing this, I found a couple of times that I forgot and didn't realize what I was doing. But when you're doing this, sometimes you'll accidentally go over this top part and then it covers the shape of your heart. So you don't want to do that. So you want to be mindful of the little area right there when you're winding. So let me get started. So what you want to do is you want to pull it, you know, across, and then wrap it around your, see that? Wrap it around your pin. And then over to another side of your heart. And then wrap it around that pin. And then over to another side of your heart. And then wrap it around a pin. And then over to the other side. And just keep doing that to all the pins that does not have string on them, right? Keep doing that through the whole thing. Whole thing. Right? And then if you still have extra string, you can always, once you have all the pins done, you can always go back and just keep wrapping until it's really super full and you don't see the bottom of the cardboard. So this is how it's working for me. Trying to get all the pins that I haven't done. Wrapping it around, just wrapping it around. Okay. It around. Oh, I like the color of my yarn that I picked, my string. I make I use this cotton string, and then I make washcloths with them and I give them to my mom. She loves her washcloths. However, I haven't made one in a while, so she probably is going to want one now when she watches this. She's going to be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about those and I need one." So then just keep wrapping. Now remember, when you're wrapping, you want to remember that there's that middle part that you don't want to go into. Remember, because it will hide your heart, the shape of it. So the trick is, to go all around it, not go over it. Here's one I haven't done. Boy, I sure am glad I didn't cut that string off. Okay. Is anybody getting stir crazy in their house yet? I'm super thankful that we have a yard at our house so we can go out in the backyard. Maybe we thought about maybe doing a barbecue today. Okay. Here. And here. All right, now so mine's starting to get where it's really full. And you can, if it's getting really full but you're not happy with it yet, you just kind of push the strings down a little bit on the pins and they'll go down, and then you can just keep going. Just keep going. See? All right. There. I noticed that I don't really have much on that bottom, so that up. Okay. Oh, I missed a pin. How in the world did I miss a pin? Okay. So keep wrapping. I hope everybody can post their projects. You can use City Museum hashtag on Instagram, and so we can all see what your finished product was, your project. Okay. Push this down. Now one of my pins, I think I pulled too hard, and it's wanting to bend. So you got to be easy when you're doing it, because you don't want it bending on you. Okay. Oh, nope, now look what I did. See, I forgot, and I went over it, and now you can't see the heart. So now I need to backtrack. Backtrack. Fix it. All right. There. There. Okay, I think, you know what? I think maybe this might be done. I should have done a bigger one, but I didn't have enough pins. That's all I had to work with. Okay, now once you're done doing whatever it is you're doing, you're going to want to tie it to itself. And so what I have decided to do is I'm going to pull it over here. And remember that little string, that little extra string I had right there? Well, I'm going to tie it to that, or I'm going to try to tie it to that. So I'm going to wrap it around the pin that's right next to that string. So I'm going to wrap it around that pin that's right next to the string right there on the end. And then once it's wrapped like that, I'm going to try to tie it. Now, if you can't get it tied, you can always hot glue it on there. That'll work too, because we do have the hot glue. So, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to tie it, see how it works. And I'll show you the end product when I'm finished. Of course, now I do have to cut the string. Cut the string. Okay. Well, okay. Here. Okay, I did get it. Great. All right, and just double knot it, and then you can cut the bottom off. Cut the string off, the extra. So this is what you got so far. Kind of looks like a little balloon. And then once you have that, then you're going to cut your extra off. Maybe try to fix it where you can hide it in there by pushing it in. Push it in. There you go. And check out what we just made. We did a string art heart with cardboard, push pins, string, and hot glue, color pencils. So if you want to do this with anybody else, you can, that's in your household and they haven't done it, feel free to join us on Facebook, and the live video will be posted there. Remember to check out citymuseum.org, and if you do come to City Museum, make sure you check out Art City, because it is a lot of fun. And thanks for doing our project.